Weston Noble, was a long-time distinguished music educator in Iowa, often spoke about those special musical moments when body, mind, and soul are aligned. And I deeply appreciate that I've experienced those kinds of moments with all that Una Vocis has brought into my life.
Una Vocis has been so deeply connected in our family and just in my life and my development as a musician. It was a crucial part. I remember going to the first concert that my mom was in. Well, she's going into that and hearing, I don't think I'd ever heard choral music that beautifully blended and balanced. And I remember, I think that was probably the first time that I felt like I had inspired awe from music.
It's just been a really great experience being in Una Vocis, getting to know the people, getting to know great music.
Una Vocis is a group of diverse people from various backgrounds in the North Iowa area. We get together once a week and are able to sing together. We laugh together. We have fun as a community. We put together some really gorgeous music. We're really able to almost create magic together as a group as we join our hearts in song and come together as a community of singers. We're able to joyfully lift up our audience and give that gift back to the community at large.
First time I heard Una Vocis, they moved me to tears, and I knew I had to be a part, and I have been ever since.
Hello, my name's Bill Hahn, and I've been part of Una Vocis Choral Ensemble since 2006. And the best part about being a part of this ensemble is being able to make beautiful music with other wonderful musicians.
Hello, I'm Carrie Mullen, and apparently I was the first person to audition for Una Vocis, but I didn't know that for about 5 years until Dennis Lee happened to mention it. And at that time, he also mentioned that he must have been almost as nervous as I was with that first audition. So thank goodness we lived through it, and Una Vocis was born and has flourished. And it has given me so many gifts. Among them, having the constant presence of beautiful music in my mind's ear and heart and soul.
From the very beginning, when it was just an idea, to 15 years later, 16 years later now, where we are, looking back at the things that we've done already, all the music that we've sung together. Una Vocis is a family. There's nothing like being there together, singing together, taking the same breaths together. Every piece that we start, the first breath, we always take together. And there's just nothing like that feeling, nothing like feeling like you're just one little part in something big. And we all need to realize that we might be a little part of something big, but without that one little part, it's not that big thing. Everybody is needed. And we prove that time and time again when we're in rehearsal, when we're in concerts. It takes every one of us. I look forward to rehearsal every single week, and I miss our rehearsals so much since we haven't been to be together. I can't imagine what that first rehearsal is going to feel like when we can all come back together, and I'm so looking forward to that.
Thursdays are not the same without singing with this amazing group of singers. And just miss you guys terribly.
So what does it mean to me to be a member of Una Vocis? It's just a really fulfilling thing to be able to sing with my friends and give back to all of our listeners in the audience every time we put on a concert.
That I think that when you hear something like Una Vocis, an organization like that perform, that it reminds us of what it means to come together, of what it means to find harmony. And I don't mean that in a corny sense. I mean that in a very true, sincere sense, that it isn't just about the music. It's about people gathering together and with a like purpose, and look what they can produce. It's beautiful. And yet each person is so unique and different. And yet the sound is so homogeneous in the sense of the beauty itself comes through, and the excellence from a musical standpoint that you've always aspired to is remarkable. But it's even more than that. It's the fact that people from diverse backgrounds coming together with diverse voices are all coming together and creating a single sound that is beautiful. And that to me is probably at the heart of what you do. And for me as a now as a listener more than as a performer with the group, of course, can appreciate it from that vantage point, because it's glorious. It's absolutely glorious what you folks produce.
Hi, my name is Tim Takash. I'm a composer from Minneapolis. And a few years ago, I had the opportunity to write a commission for Una Vocis. And I had chosen a couple of texts to send to Dennis for this Christmas piece. And I also included an idea, which was to write a new piece with a new poem from Michael Dennis Brown, which hadn't been written yet, telling the Christmas story from Joseph's perspective. And I didn't know what that would be about or how it would sound or what it would look like. It was just the seed of an idea. And that was the one that Dennis said yes to. So Michael wrote the text and I wrote the music, and Una Vocis just knocked the premiere out of the park. They sounded so great on it. And it was really easy for me to promote the piece from that point on to other choirs. And that's really all you can ask for out of a commission, is to have other choirs perform it. And they have. And it's been a delight to see it sort of spread its way around the country as an idea born from this relationship between a choir and a composer. So I'm so grateful to Una Vocis for commissioning me and for having and placing such a high value on commissioning new choral music, because I do think it's important to keep trying to say new things in a new way and draw more people in to the music we make on stage. So thank you so much to Dennis and Una Vocis, and I just appreciate the relationship so much. Thanks.
So grateful for Una Vocis that you are, even in the midst of all of this, you are making music, you're talking about music, you're curating music, you're commissioning new music, you're keeping the flame alive, right? As in this time when we're all waiting to sing, our voices are silent and we're waiting. Yet we remember the glorious moments that we've had as singers and as audience members hearing beautiful music. I'm just grateful that it's still happening, that in ways we're priests and priestesses, tending the sacred flame so that it doesn't go out until the day when we can let it all blaze again, which will be sooner, I hope, rather than later.
of how crucial you all have been in our development and my life. And I couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather have premiere the very first piece that I've composed.
So beauty, magic, sharing, new friends, and caring, loving connections between people. What more does the world need?
And so I hope that all of you out there will give generously and keep this thing alive. Thanks.
Thank you for helping support our fall fundraiser gala.
Dennis, I'm taking this moment to say thank you for what you give the community and what you give to the music world as a whole, because, and thank the singers as well, because it's that art that reminds us of our humanity. Yeah.